So, one of the most popular conversations I'm having these days with clients is whether or not to buy right now or whether or not to hold off until rates come down. With the parabolic rise in rates that we've had over the last year, people are scared, people are feeling like they can't afford it. And I just wanted to give, a real answer as to, what is the true cost of my waiting? You know me, I'm a mortgage strategy guy. And if we can, rather than me just giving you my opinion, let's look at numbers. That way, the numbers can't lie. If we're putting numbers on paper, that becomes more of reality versus just my opinion. So we look at this. We're looking at a sample home today at 390,000. I picked that number out of the fact that Fort Bend County's average home price right now is $390,000. So if we do that, we're doing a conventional loan with just 5% down. We can put 20% down. We can do whatever, but just apples to apples approach. We are at 390 with 5% down at an average interest rate at 6.99, puts our total monthly payment at around $34.62 and our total cash to close at just under $25,000. Well, what if we choose to wait? Well, one of the factors that we always want to think about when we're waiting is the fact that we will have home appreciation. On average, across the country, every single year, you have between 3 and 4% appreciation. Over the last 2 years, we've seen well over 20 and 30% total combined. So if we look at a 4% appreciation rate, which I still think it's conservative, again, it's all forecasted, who knows, but we have to have a number to put in here. So if we look at a 4% appreciation rate and we think, okay, 6 months down the road, this same house at 390,000 is going to be 398,000. Let's just say that the interest rates come down to 6.25. I do believe they're going to come down. They're coming down with as inflation comes down, interest rates come down as well, but it's not going to be super fast. So let's say we wait 6 months and we're at 6.25. Well, now our payments drop to $33.17. Our total cash to close is still right around the same amount, just under $25,000. Well, what if we waited a year? Interest rates are definitely going to be lower then, right? So yeah, of course they are. So let's look here. And we're at 406,000. Again, 4% appreciation. We're putting the same 5% down, which is a little bit more in both of these cases. The payment does go a little lower to $32.50, and your total cash to close stays right around that $25,000 number. Okay. Let's just say worst case scenario, you wait a year and a half. A year and a half, folks. That same house is going to be at 414. We've gone from 390 to 414. At the same 5% down, you're just $20,000. Let's just say that the interest rate gets to 5.25. Our payment's now down to $3,000. This seems more appetizing to you, right? Of course it does. But just remember that over the next year, year and a half, your incomes are also going to increase. Over the next year, year and a half, you're getting this appreciation. So let's look at what that looks like total down here. If we look at a total cost of waiting, your payment difference over from start to finish is $455 a month. That's that payment here from $34.62 to $3,007. If we are saving $145, $212, or $455 a month, that's great. But what you're missing out on here is this loss in appreciation. This loss in appreciation totals 8, 16, and 24,000, depending on the amount of time that you're waiting, thereby making your total cost of waiting somewhere between just under $10,000 and just under $30,000, depending on how long you wait. Now, what I would encourage you to do is here at Security National, we have a program that if you're buying a house anywhere between now and the end of 2024, if the rates get down to where you're ready to refinance, then at that point in time, we will do a free, no-cost refinance, no lender fees. I can't control the other fees, the title companies. But at least we here at Security National is we will be able to do a free refinance for you. And one of those things that I can do for you as we look into the future, when you close a loan with me, it's on me to make sure that I'm maintaining and doing a mortgage analysis for you, that we're watching and seeing what rates are doing, that we're watching and seeing what appreciation rates are doing. So I'll be able to reach back out to you just from a customer service standpoint and say, hey, now is a good time. Now is the best time. So with all this in mind, reach out. My contact information is all over the place. Feel free to reach out, set up a time to meet, set up a time for a phone call. I would love to chat with you. Thanks so much.